There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here. And this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
Man did a whole press conference talking about how he was going to stop the archetype from winning the Royal Rumble and going to Mania. We need to know who pulled the strings to get him a referee's license.
The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee, Hector Flores, has a vendetta against the Archetype.
Goes for the stomp! RKO!
There they go. Rolling thunder! And he just showed Orton no fear with an assault like that.
But this match may not last much longer if he doesn't shape up soon.
Counter. He knew just what to do. Had the Viper scouted. Hard landing. Orton isn't being given a chance to breathe.
Yeah, Orton has to find a response quickly. Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
He better be able to back up all this jibber jab.
Oh boy, this whole match is about to change.
Inverted DDT.
He manages to stem the tide of attacks.
He's still in this, and he's making sure everyone knows that.
Ball from the rope. And now here's the cover. Lightning fast 3 count. I'm disgusted by this official. There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and the so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
Man did a whole press conference talking about how he was going to stop the archetype from winning the Royal Rumble and going to Mania. We need to know who pulled the strings to get him a referee's license.
Power slam. There they go. Rolling thunder. Randy can't mount any offense.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver.
Oh my God, superhuman power.
That's hooked. Oh, what a great escape. Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal. Just going all out with every blow. The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee, Hector Flores, has a vendetta against the Archetype.
Able to slip out of that situation.
Ooh, targeting the back of the neck. Shoulder isn't enough.
What a ridiculous 3 count. Our referee has just cast a black cloud over the... There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
Man did a whole press conference talking about how he was going to stop the archetype from winning the Royal Rumble and going to Mania. We need to know who pulled the strings to get him a referee's license.
Making the arm numb makes your opponents very vulnerable. Oh, targeting the neck. Work getting midsection, attacking those ribs and organs. Neck breaker. Pinpoint aim right to the arm.
Locked in. He's ready for anything.
Ooh, like a boxer with a speed bag.
I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee Hector Flores has a vendetta against the Archetype.
What a power slam.
Hold on, what's the official doing?
Great power.
Inverted suplex!
I have no idea. Schoolboy pinfall here.
And the red stops the referee's count.
Just a battering strike.
Here we go. Here's the pin. Gets the shoulder. No doubt about it, this Rip just went into business for himself with that fast count.
Sometimes it's hard to get the rhythm when you're not used to a fishing. I want to believe that's what it was, but I'm not so sure.
And talk about giving DDT with authority. Boom, boom, persistent barrage. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind.
That was a powerbomb with one message in mind.
What on earth is happening right now?
No way. Going after the ref. With the way they're calling this match, the ref was kind of asking for it.
In control here with a swinging neck breaker.
Textbook.
And now propped up in the corner. And knew what was coming there. Oh, here we go. Suplex.
Oh my goodness, what a pile driver. That's a WWE equivalent of a helmet-to-helmet hit right there.
Finds the mark.
And he was ready for Orton.
Sister Abigail.
Referee signaling for the bell. There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
There been a whole press conference talking about how he was going to stop the Archetype from winning the Royal Rumble and going to Mania. We need to know who pulled the strings to give him a referee's license.
Sharp knee right into the spine. Grabbing the arms and just rapid stops.
And one more for good measure.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that.
Picture-perfect example for when you just want to put someone down with authority.
And he gets discarded out.
Look out!
A slingshot somersault plancha.
A roll of the dice and it pays off in full.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Laying out with a power slam. He's certainly feeling that attack. Powerbomb.
That powerbomb was absolutely worthy of both halves of its name.
And now heading back inside the ring.
The official's count is getting as close as you can cut it.
Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee, Hector Flores, has a vendetta against the Archetype.
In a well-timed counter.
Front face lock applied. Hoisted up. Suplex position, but planted with a Uranagi.
Alabama slam.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. Orton is done.
Jumping DDT. My.
I gotta say, I cannot wrap my...
The Archetype's headed to the Royal Rumble.
Hector Flores stopped the count.
Given their history, you knew Flores wasn't going to call this down the middle.
Look out!
RKO is blocked.
Clothesline attempt.
Orton, the RKO.
And now it's a fast count.
The Archetype's road back to the WWE Championship does not lead through the Royal Rumble match.
Randy Orton wants nothing to do with Hector Flores.
Hector doesn't care. He got what he wanted here tonight.
You're right, Corey. Hector Flores swore that the Archetype would not make it into the Royal Rumble match, and tonight he kept his promise.
If you didn't want me in the Rumble, why put me in a qualifying match?
I had nothing to do with Hector Flores being the referee.
Then who did? It's your show, Aldis!
This image in your head of the evil GM scheming against the hero? A lot of things have changed since you left, and that is one of them. But how Hector Flores ended up in SmackDown's referee rotation, and specifically your match, is a mystery I'm going to solve.
Little late now. That match with Orton was my ticket to the Royal Rumble and Braun.
You could make a fair case for a reversal due to biased officiating.
The Archetype beat sentimental favorite Randy Orton by whining to GM is not my vibe. What I want is Hector. There's only room for one of us in WWE.
Are you suggesting...
Yes, an I Quit match at the Royal Rumble. Loser leaves WWE. Forever.
You've worked so hard to come back, just to potentially throw it all away? Take some time to cool down and think this over.
I don't need time. I need Hector Flores gone from WWE.
If that's what you want, I'll make the match official.
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins. He's a dead man walking, blank stare in his eyes. Should have given up on the ones I trust. Never should have been surprised.